We begin the Torah again with the portion of Bereishit, Genesis. And it's really a very mystifying section of the Torah. It describes the way that God created the world. But there's so many details missing and so many ideas that are difficult to understand. And indeed, the Talmud tells us that when a rabbi is teaching his students this particular portion, he has to do it in a very, very small group. It's not something that's appropriate for the masses to understand the very secrets of creation. How did God go about doing it? How long did it take him to create the world? In what methodology did he create the world? Did he create the world already in a format that it looked as if the world had been there for many, many generations, or did everything look brand new? These are some of the questions. But what's clear from the Torah, from the Parsha, and from the sages is that the methodology that God used to create the world was speech. Vayomer Elokim yehi or, vayehi or. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Somehow by fusing together the letters of the Hebrew alphabet and saying it, God created. We create with bricks, with mortar, with wood, with cement, with metal. But God's methodology of creating is with words. And it's interesting that in the same Parsha, in Parshat Bereishit, the Torah tells us that man is created B'Tselem Elokim, in the image of God. What does that mean? Does God have an image? Is he physical? No. The great Rosh Hashiva, Rav Chaim of Volozhin, tells us that B'Tselem Elokim means that God made mankind like him. But in which way? Specifically, the name of God, Elokim, which is the name of creation, Bereishit bara Elokim. In the beginning, God created, but it uses that word Elokim. We are made B'Tselem Elokim, in the image of that particular name of God, Elokim. That means that just as God is a creator, so too we are creative. God wants us to be creative. He wants us to shape this world, not just to leave it in a raw form, but to build it up, to create it. And yes, we create with building materials, but we also create with words. And I think this is something that we've become to realize more and more in the last few years. The power of words, the power of the internet, the power of sending a WhatsApp or a tweet. A person can send out a message on Facebook, on Twitter, and that person can change the whole way in which a country works. A president can put a tweet out, and it can have a devastating or can have a positive effect. We create with words. We create people. We build people up with words. But we can also put people down. We can destroy people with words. And we are given this incredible tool by God to be creators and to create with our words. So let's make sure that our words are always positive. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.